Hello everyone. So today we'll discuss about the tension members, design of tension members. The last class we have done the analysis problem on the design that is the tension members. So same we'll continue with it. So last time we done the plate. Now we'll go for the angle section. So here is the problem. An angle section ISA 50 by 30 by 6 mm is used as a tension member with its longer leg connected by 3 of 12 mm diameter bolts with pitch of 50 mm and edge distance of 30 mm. Calculate its strength. So as we discussed previously, design or the analysis problem, first we need to find out the area, all that things. So next we need to check for yielding, rupture and block shear. If it is safe for all these parameters, all the three parameters, then the tension member is safe. In the same way, they are told us to calculate the strength, right? So the strength depends on strength of the member, maybe the plates or the eye sections or the any other eye channel sections. It depends on strength of yielding and also the rupture and also the block shear. So here we need to find out the strength. That means we need to find out all the three parameters. In that whichever is least, that will be the strength of the angle section. Got it? So we'll go one by one. Now we'll discuss about the given data. Given data says 50 by 30 by 6 mm is the angle section and it is a tension member. So to identify the problem, this is the one thing. That means tension member. It is a column or a stanchion, that will be the compression member. Here it is a tension member. Clearly it is mentioned here. Okay. So next, longer edge is connected by 3 of 12 mm diameter. That means you have a one gusset plate with that. The gusset plate and the angle section is connected with the 50 mm length. Okay. So next, with the 3 of 12 mm diameter bolts, pitch of that is one bolt to the another bolt, the distance is 50 mm, edge distance is 30 mm, it's the last bolt to the end of the plate, that is 30 mm. Got it? So now here the given data is 50 by 30 by 6 mm. So you need to search in the steel table for 50 by 30 by 6 mm thickness. Then you need to record the area. Area according to the steel table is 447 mm square. So this I got it from steel table. You can easily search this. You can go for angle section ISA 50 by 30 by 6 mm, so that you will get the area over there. You just write it down. Got it? So now I told you we need to check for 3, that the least will be the strength. Okay, so firstly we'll find out the yielding strength. TDG, AGFY divided by gamma M naught. You will get this in your code book directly. So here is the code book. You can open page number 32, page number 32. So here you will get the clause number 6.2. Okay, 6.2, design strength due to yielding of gross section. Okay, TDG is equal to AGFY divided by gamma M naught. So you will get this equation in page number 32. Okay, use that equation and we'll find out what is the strength of the angle section in the yielding. Okay, so now we'll find out. AG is nothing but whatever the area you have taken down in the steel table, that will be the gross area, overall area. FY you need to assume it. I have assumed it as in 250. Usually you assume it as in 250 only. Divided by gamma M naught, as usual you know it, gamma M naught will be 1.1, gamma M1 will be 1.25. Okay, gamma M naught will be 1.1. Again it is specified in IS 800. Okay, then divided by multiplied by 1000, because I have converted directly to the kilonewtons. Whatever you get, it will be in newtons. Why means area will be in mm square and the Fy will be Newton per mm square. Unit of this is Newton per mm square. So that means it is in Newton. So we need to convert into kilonewton. So I am dividing it by 1000 so that I'll get it indirectly. Or if whatever you get, you write it and then you can divide it by 1000. Finally, they'll get the end up to the same answer. So that you got it now. This is about the TDG. Okay. So now for the yielding, we got it as 101.6 kilonewtons. So next we'll go for check for design strength due to rupture. Okay, TDN. Again, this equation you will get it in page number 33 of IS 800 with the clause number is 6.3.3. Yeah, look here, this is page number 32. Here you have design strength due to rupture of the critical section. This is what we are finding it now. So here you have a clause number 6.3.1. This is for plate. We are not designing or we are not analyzing for the plate here. We are designing for the angle section. So you cannot use this equation. Okay, you need to use the equation for the angle section. So that will be next page. That is page number 33. And that page number 33, you have a clause here. You can see here 6.3.3 angle section. Okay, single angles. So TDN is equal to 0.9 ANC FU divided by gamma M1 plus beta AGO FY divided by gamma M naught. You need to use this because we are designing for the single angle section. Okay, am I clear? So now we need to use this equation to if you are finding it for angle sections. If you are finding it for plates, you need to use the previous equation. That is in the page number 32. I think I'm clear. Now I have written the same equation over here. 0.9 ANC FU divided by gamma M1 plus beta AGO Fy divided by gamma M naught. Okay. So now here is the clause. We got it from this clause number. Now here we can find out everything, but you have a constant called as an beta. So to find out beta, you have an equation. Again, it is in the code book itself. Okay, so here if you see it here, beta is equal to 1.4 minus 0.76. You have an equation over here, right? You need to use this equation to find out beta value. Okay, so this, how to find out this? Okay, so now here is the equation WT Fy Fu Bs by Lc. Okay, first we'll find out this. I'll tell you what is this. Okay, now 1.4 is a constant, 0.76 is a constant. Now we need to find out what is W. Okay, so if you see in the same page or in the IS 800, you have the two figures over here, that is figure number 6. So here if you see it here, this is the gusset plate and this is an angle section, and from the length from here till here we call that as an W. Okay, if this is a T. Okay, so now this will be from here till here, that is this is bolt. From the last edge till the bolt we call it as a W1. Am I clear? And this is BS is equal to W, that is for welding. This is for bolted connection, this is for welding. So this we call it as a W, this will be W1. So now we'll find out what is now it says W is what? Outstanding leg. This is connecting leg. The leg which is connected to the gusset plate, this is connecting leg. The leg which is outstanding, that is projected outside, we call it as an outstanding leg. Okay, so this is outstanding leg, we call it as a W. Got it? So now here in the question says, what question says here? So longer edge is connected. That means what is the outstanding leg here? 30. Right? We have two this one here. That is 50 by 6 mm. Sorry, 50 by 30 mm. And thickness is 6. Right? So now so here you have an angle section of 50 by 30 mm. I'm connecting this for the gusset plate. Okay, so what is this width now? This is 50. Another dimension is 30. This is 30. And the thickness of this is 6 mm. Okay, so what is W now? It is 30 because it is outstanding leg. Connecting leg is 50. I am clear. So what is W now? Now it is 30. Okay, divided by T. T means thickness. Fu is what? Fy is yield strength. We have already assumed Fu. Okay, Fu is 400. You can assume it. Okay, now Bs. Bs is nothing but I showed you in the this one. No, Bs is equal to W plus W1 minus T. This is in the code book only. Okay, this equation is in the code book. Same thing I have written here. Got it? So now W plus W1 minus T. So what is W? So that is W is 30, right? W1 you will get it from steel table only. Okay, CXX, that value you need to take it down. Okay, minus T. T is nothing but thickness. Okay, you will get BS. So we'll find out what is LC. LC is nothing but, so here length of the end connection, uh, that is the distance between the outstanding bolts in the end joint member along the load direction, or length of the weld along the load direction. See here, you have three number of bolts. So from this is the along the load applied from one bolt, the first bolt to the last bolt, that is LC. Got it? So that is LC. So now we have three number of bolts. From the first bolt to the last bolt distance, we will take it as LC. So pitch distance is given, that is 50. Edge distance is given, that is 30. So now pitch from one bolt to the next bolt, from this to this. So 50 plus 50. So that is 100. So LC is 100. Got it? So this is about it. So we'll substitute everything in the equation so that you will get it as 1.28. What is beta now? 1.28. So next, again you have two terminologies here, the two values to be found out, that is ANC and AGO. Okay, the net area of the connecting leg, gross area of outstanding leg. See here, this I will take it as outstanding leg, this I will take it as connecting leg. A I will take it as connecting leg, B I will take it as outstanding leg. Got it? So now we'll find out what is gross area. To find out gross area, B minus T divided by 2 into T. Why we have got it this is, so we need to find out gross area of outstanding leg. Here AGO. A represents area, G represents gross, O represents outstanding leg. Okay, outstanding leg means which is not connected. This is connected to gusset plate, so this is connected leg. This is outstanding leg. Okay, so now if I talk about it in small angle section here. Okay, so now here you have an angle section. So now this I will take it as 50, and now this I will take it as 30. Got it? So now what happens now, from here till here it is 50. So what is now, if you find out the outstanding leg or the connecting leg, you will end up it like this. But what is 30? From here till here it is, right? That is overall. So that means from here we have got it. So that means it is this portion we have taking as twice. Am I clear? We are taking that portion twice. We are taking it in outstanding leg also. We are taking in connecting leg also. So what we need to do it now? We need to minus T divided by 2. So half I will give it to outstanding leg. Half I will give it to connecting leg. So from B, I will minus thickness divided by 2. So what will happen now? I am taking only so much distance. Okay, so now, so this is the formula. So this is not a formula, just to find out the outstanding leg area, we are finding out this b. In the total b, I am minusing t divided by 2 because this particular zone we are taking it twice. So t divided by 2 into t. Area means one leg length into thickness. So this totally we will get it as length into thickness. Okay, so now you got the outstanding leg here. So this will be the outstanding leg area. So now we'll go to the connecting leg. In the connecting leg, we need to find out net area, not gross area. Net area means you need to minus the bolt holes. Okay, so now except bolt holes, you need to find out the area now. Okay, so now here area minus in the total A. This is A. Okay, connecting leg A. I have taken this as an A, so I have denoted it as an A. Minus D naught. D naught is nothing but this one. I told you, we are finding out the net area here. So we need to minus diameter, bolt hole diameter. Okay, so that you will get to the net area. Gross area means complete area. Net area means you need to minus the diameter of the bolt holes. Minus t divided by 2 into t. Because I have taken it as in twice, in the both the cases, I will minus here again t divided by 2 into t. I think I am clear with this. So next, you substitute everything, A and C, you will get it here. Okay, AGO also you got it now. So you know everything over here. You will find out the what is TDN. Okay, so before that you will go for beta value. So now we found out the beta value, right? So that should be lesser than or equal to FU gamma M naught divided by Fy gamma M1. Okay, so now you need to find out what is Fu divided by into gamma M naught divided by Fi gamma M naught, and again that should be greater than or equal to 0.7. Listen carefully here. So now beta I have taken it here, right? Beta, substituted everything, I got it as 1.28. So that should be always lesser than this equation. This is according to code book. Fu gamma M naught divided by Fy gamma M1. Fu you know, gamma M naught you know, Fy you know, gamma M1 you know. Okay, substitute everything, 1.44 you will get it. So now it should be always less or greater than 0.7. Okay, you have three conditions. Beta should be greater than 0.7 and also lesser than this equation. Okay, it should be middle of these two. Okay, and we got it as beta as 1.28 and this is correct. Listen here carefully. If at all you get it as 0.7, lesser than 0.7, you for the next step you need to take beta as 0.7. I'm clear. So if you get beta as 0.6 or 0.5, something like that, you need to definitely assume beta as 0.7 and substitute in TDN value. Got it? If suppose beta is greater than 1.44, that means this equation, if it is greater than this equation, you need to take whatever the answer you get in this equation and do the calculations. I think I'm clear. Got it? So but now whatever we have got, it is in between these two. Now it is correct. If at all you got it greater, take this value. If you got it lesser than this, take this value and substitute it here and do the problem. Got it? So now what I have got now is correct, right? But that is in between these two. 1.28, that is correct. It is greater than 0.7 and also it is lesser than 1.4. Now it is correct. Okay. Now everything you substitute in TDN equation. 0.9, everything you substitute, areas, everything, beta value, everything you substitute, and TDN you will get it as 107.35 kilonewtons. I think I'm clear. 107.35 is the strength of the angle section in rupture. Okay, so that is about the rupture. Now we'll go for the block shear. Check for block shear. Again, in the block shear you have the equations, and that you will get it in this code book. In page number 33 you have the design strength due to the block shear, and that we are doing for the welded connection. You have the two equations over here. Whichever is less in these two equations, that will be the strength of the angle section for the block shear. Got it? These two equations you need to take it. Okay, so I will write down, noted down all these two equations here. This is in page number 33, clause number 6.4.1. Okay, so AVG you need to find out, AN you need to find out, all the other values you know it here. Now we'll come to this equation. AVN we need to find out, ATG you need to find out. Here you need to find out so several areas, that's it. So now here you have the plate like this. We have given with the 3 number of bolts, right? So now 3 number of bolts means from the first, that is the last bolt till the first, we can name it as LV. Okay, so from in this direction, from here till here, the edge, I will take it as LT. Got it? So now we'll find out what is AVG first. Okay, to find out AVG, V means like this direction, T is tension. Okay, so in this we'll find out what is AVG and AVN first. Okay, minimum gross and net area in shear along a bolt line parallel to external force. External forces is in this direction, right? Along with this means this one. Okay, from the last till the end, middle of the end bolt. Okay, we call that as an LV. From this is perpendicular to the force, will be the LT. Okay, so now first we'll find out what is AVG. To find out AVG, area, this is gross area. G always represents gross, N represent net area. So to find out gross area, LV into T. What is LV? This distance you need to find out. How do you find out? So from here to here is how much? So this till here, right? So what is this? This is 50, this is 50, this is 30. Edge distance is 30. So 50 plus 50, 100, 100 plus 30 is 130. 130 into, what is 6? Thickness. Okay, if you multiply that, what you will get? What is AVG? Now in AVG we need to subtract the bolt holes, right? So now that will give you net area. I told you net means you need to subtract the bolt holes. Okay, so now AVG, in total AVG I will minus 2.5 into D naught into T. Okay, so now what is 2.5? So in this section you can see we have 3 number of bolts. So here you need to take 1, 2, half. Okay, 1, 2 and half here. One block shear will move like this only. That means it will rupture at one particular point, and the last bolt will be half retained here and half will be on the other side. So always, if you are confused, see here, how many number of bolts you have, you count it. Last bolt you take it as half. Got it? So only one side you need to take it as half. Last means only one side, the last side. That means 3 number of bolts means 2.5. 4 number of means 3.5, like that. Okay, so here 2.5, 1, 2 and half, 2 and half, 2.5 into D naught is nothing but diameter, bolt hole diameter, into T. 12 is the D, right? Clearance means plus 1 is the clearance, so it will be 13. So what is D? D is equal to 12. 12 plus 1, that will be 13 mm. So that is the D naught. Clearance is 1 because the diameter is 12. So thickness is how much? 16. So totally we have minus now what is D, that is the diameter hole. Okay, bolt hole. So now we got it as net area. So this is along the load applied. Now we'll find out along the perpendicular to the load applied. Okay, now we'll find out ATG and ATN. Gross area, net area. Gross area means LT into T. LT is how much? So from the one bolt to the another bolt, I told you no. So in this, if you see it here, so you have the angle section. So now you have the bolt here, right? So this bolt, this you will get it as CXX in your steel table. You search that so that you will get it as some 28. Okay, so now whatever you are seeing, it is in the plan, right? So that will be this you need to find it out. Okay, for 50 minus 28. Okay, so that is 22. Okay, 22 into T, so 132 square. Next, TDN, sorry, ATN is equal to ATG minus 0.5 times of D naught into T. Previously what we did, we have already taken 2.5. So how many number of bolts we have? 3 number of bolts, 1, 2 and 3. So in this 2.5 we have already taken. While considering this left out portion you need to take. How much is left out now in the 3 number? 0.5 is left out. That means another half is in the other perpendicular direction. So that is why it is 0.5. 0.5 into D naught into T. Okay. So ATG you know, D naught everything you know, substituted ATN you will get. So you got to know all the values in the TDB value. Substitute all these values, you will get these two values from these equations. So what is the least in these two? Is 129.7. So this is the strength of the angle section in block shear. So whatever the three values you have got, in that whichever is least, that will be the strength of the plate. Got it? So now this is the one thing, that is 129.7. So when we talk about the rupture, how much we got? 107, right? 107 is for rupture. Now when we talk about the yielding, 101.6. So now which is the least? In all the values, least one will be the yield strength of 101. So that will be the strength of the member. So finally we need to conclude it as strength of the member as 101.6. I hope you understood. So thank you.